Hi everybody. Welcome to another PowerPoint presentation. Today we're going to talk about the Design and Transitions tabs. Now you'll notice to start off with in my PowerPoint presentation I have some slides added to the presentation. Now I would like to add a background to the presentation. So I can come under the Design tab, Themes grouping, I can come up here and I can choose any of these backgrounds that I would really like, or the theme. So let me click on this one. That looks pretty awesome. There we go. I've just added all of this design, this theme, to all of the slides that I have in my PowerPoint. But let's say we don't want to do that. Let's say we want to change them for each one of our slides. That's pretty easy to do too. We just make sure we're in the Design tab and we look at our themes. We click on one of our slides that we have, and then I can just come up and underneath my options I can choose the one that I'd like. So let's say we're going to go with this. Now all I need to do is right click and I'm going to apply to selected slides. If you remember when you look at this, I only had this slide selected right here. So if I apply this theme to this selected slide, this is the only one it'll show up on. Let's go to another one. So I'll click on the second slide and let's say we want to add this one to it. So I right click, apply to selected slides, and there we go. And you can just continue on all the way through and you can just keep adding all these different backgrounds, all of these different themes to your different slides that you happen to have. Now, I do want to come back through here for just a little bit and add. And let's try adding this one right here. There we go. Now I have 5 different backgrounds for each of my slides. The next thing that you may want to be able to do is to go to your Transitions tab, and you'd like to cause something to happen when you move from one slide to the next slide, to the next slide, to the next slide, to the next slide. So we want to change that. So all you need to do is click on one of your slides, and let's say we'll go push. Oh, did you see how that pushed when it came on? We come to this one. Let's say we're going to use a wipe. Wipe in video is sliding from side to side. We're going to come down to this one. Let's split it. Let's go to this one and let's choose clock. And let's go down to this and let's just choose let's go box with that one. There we go. Now if we come up to the top, we're going to see when we start playing our presentation, you'll see a change between these. And you'll see right up here too on the transitions, right up in here, I can change the duration. Right now it's set to 1 second, but I can keep moving this up. You'll see now it's 2 seconds and 3 seconds. I'm just going to leave this back at 1 second, however, and it will move it when I click on it. So when I click with my mouse, it'll change. I'm going to give you all a word of warning. An audience does not want to see long transitions between slides. They'll quickly become bored and they're going to get mad at you because you have these long transitions. The best transition you can make is either a fade or none. Audiences like those the best. So I know when you first get started you want to experiment with that, but just a word of warning, watch out for that. So let's start playing our slideshow right now. Now there's a couple of ways that we could start our slideshow if we would like. One of those is we can come up underneath slideshow and we can play it from the beginning or from wherever we have a slide that's been selected. Another way that you can do this is if you go down in the bottom and you have what looks kind of like a movie projector screen down on the bottom down here, you can click on that also and it will start right from whichever slide you happen to be on. So now if I click this and I click it again and I click it again and I click again. Yeah, did you notice how all of the slides had a change now between them? Those are called transitions. To get out of your PowerPoint presentation when it reaches the end, all you need to do is click the Escape key on your keyboard. and it'll take you back into your editing mode so you can come back in and you can do your editing. And that very quickly and fairly easily is how you can begin to use the design and the transition tabs.